have, let me draw 3 different graphs. Actually, I don't even need to do that. So you can have 2 lines that are parallel that never touch. This means that you do not have a solution. You can have the exact same line, which means infinite solutions. And then you can have 2 lines that intersect, which tells me that the point is a solution, okay? So the point is going to be your solution, okay? So that is what that means. If you are, hey, Yaya, that's what that means. Glad to see you again. Glad that you made it with us today. Let's say they give us 2 equations, right? It's going to be hard for me to make sure this is exactly correct because I am trying to graph this and I do not have any graph paper. So excuse me if it's not the most beautiful answer. I'm going to do something real simple. So let's say I have 2x plus 3y is equal to -2. And then I have x is equal to 2. So what I'm going to do is graph both of these lines on the same coordinate plane, okay? I'm going to graph both lines. So my first line is the easiest. I'm going to graph this one in orange, which is x is equal to 2. So I'm going to go ahead and graph that line here. X is equal to 2. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to graph this top line. But before I graph it, I'm going to change it into y is equal to mx plus b because it's just easier. So what's going to happen is I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And that is going to be, oh my goodness, why did they make it like that? That's horrible. Hate this one. Minus 2x from both sides. So now I have 3y is equal to -2x minus 2. Divide both sides by 3. And then I have y is equal to -2/3 x minus 2/3, which is, I have no idea why they put this answer in this book to make me graph this like this, but hey, it is what it is. Hey Serene. Oh, imaginary numbers? Yeah, I don't do, oh, Serene is in here helping y'all. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. So DJ, what it is that whenever you're given a system of equations, you can solve by graphing. The only difference here is that I'm rearranging this so that I can graph it easier. That's all. So I just went ahead and moved this equation around to make it into y is equal to mx plus b. And I'm just going to show you, like, we should already be kind of familiar with graphing and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of showing you just an overview of what it would be like if I was to, you know what I'm saying, graph it like that. So what this would be is at -2/3, which would almost be at number 1. So we're going to act like it's right there. Okay, that's going to be my y-intercept. And if I was to draw this line here, then my point of intersection would be this point, which is 2, -2. So this lets me know that the ordered pair 2, -2 is going to solve this system of equations. Now, if you were to have graph paper, if you were to have a graphing calculator, if you were to insert both of these equations into that graphing calculator, or you were able to graph them perfectly, then you would see that these are going to intersect at this point. You're like, so what does that even mean? Well, 2, -2 says I can substitute this back in, and it's going to be the correct answer, right? It's going to be the correct answer. So this is, remember we talked about a system of equations. It's when you have 2 equations and you have to find the point that answers both of those equations. So remember, my whole entire purpose in algebra is to do what? What is my purpose in algebra? Let's first get an understanding about that. Whenever we have a variable in the equation, what do we need to do? If we have a variable inside of an equation, what do we need to do? What's the purpose of algebra? What do we have to do? Why did they give us a variable? Because if we don't understand that, we're going to be straight up tripping. Nah, Max, to find x. They gave us 2 Okay, so what happens whenever we have two variables in our equation? We have an x and a y. Then what do we have to do? Because you got to understand what you're doing to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So if I got two equations, then that means with two variables, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying so you can get it. Listen to what I'm saying. In algebra, when they give us a variable, they say 3x equals 4. What do we need to do? What is our purpose? What is our goal? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to do in algebra? When they give us a variable, what are we trying to do? Because you have to understand the basics. You can't build nothing on quicksand to solve. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Ya. Thank you, April. Thank you, Seema. Yes, we're trying to find the value. Very good. Now, as you progress and you get higher, they give you an X and a Y. Now we got two variables that we have to solve for and figure out what it's equal to. We're trying to make every single equation that they give us true, right? I'm trying to see what X is equal to, and I'm trying to see what Y is equal to. I'm sorry, yeah, I don't do calculus. I apologize. I wish I did, but I don't. Now, they gave us, instead of having one equation, because this is where this all comes from, y'all. Like, you have got to understand, let me just go back to the basics. Like, you have one equation, 3x equals 6. Okay? 3x is equal to 6. What is x equal to? That's easy, right? Hey, Mr. Hernandez. I understand that I need to isolate the variable. Very good. X is equal to 2. Perfect. We figured that out. Good. We understand that part. All right. Now, they said, since y'all so smart and y'all know how to find one variable, let me hit you with something else. Now I'm going to give you 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. What am I supposed to do that? I got an x and a y. Now what do I do? My whole entire goal is to still do what? Okay, before you tell me to subtract, before you tell me, Sabrina, what's my goal? What am I trying to do? Before you tell me how to solve it, why are you telling me to subtract? Find x, find y. I'm asking you what numbers should I put right here? What is x equal and what is y equal? I need to find the x, I need to find the y. There you go. Very good. So I can go ahead and say, I can rearrange it because you're telling me the rearrangement, but is it going to give me what x is equal to and what y is equal to make this equation equal to 12? That's what I'm looking for. I'm like, oh, why are you subtracting 3x? You telling me to subtract 12. You telling me to subtract -7. You saying make them equal to 0. What is x equal? What is y equal? My whole entire point is just to figure out what x and y is equal to. They could be equal to 50 million different things. Because Sabrina, you telling me to subtract x, I'm going to get 4y is equal to -3x plus 12. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to divide by 4. Okay, I'm dividing by 4. Now I have y is equal to -3/4 x plus 3. So you telling me y is equal to all of that? So now y is equal to all of that? I'm looking for numbers to put in there. Nah, right. Now I can use this to graph to find out what it's equal to. Plug in a 1 for x. There we go. Plug in a -2. Make x 0. Come on, y'all. That's what we're trying to do. There we go. Now, Sabrina, you were good with this. This is cool too. Don't even worry about it because you can actually use this to figure out what your x and y are equal to if you were to graph a line. I was thinking about this today, and I was like, you know what? You can't build nothing on no quicksand. If your foundation is missing, then your whole entire thing is going to fall apart. You know? So if we missing the foundation and we really don't understand what we're doing and how we going to be able to really elevate in math. Calculus is hard. You know, trigonometry is hard. It all makes, you know, it all builds upon each other. She said make one 0, make the other one 0. Now, Sabrina, I'm not knocking you for this because in all honesty, I can start at 3, 1, 2, 3, and I can go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can draw a line, and every single point on this line is an answer to this equation. Every single point on this line is an answer to this equation. But I got some people in the comments that's telling me to put in a 0 for x. So whenever I put in a 0 for x, that's going to give me, I don't have to worry about that. Now I have a solution that solves this problem. Very good. Yeah. Very good. Now, since I know I can put a 0 right here. I have an answer to this equation. 0, 3, 4, 0. I haven't got the systems of equations yet. Because we can't even do systems of equations if we don't know how to solve regular equations. We got to understand the purpose of regular equations first. Yeah, I'm not sure. Everybody has it. I'm in Texas, so we just call it algebra. That's all. Now, you asked me, Sabrina, am I trying to find points? Somebody asked me, was I trying to find points? The points are answers to this equation. So yes, I'm trying to find points. Because the points, I'm so glad this is helping you, KP. If I help one person, my whole day is better, to be honest. I love it. I'm glad that it helps you. So let's gain an understanding of what the points mean. The points to this equation are answers. The points to this equation are solutions. It says any point that I list here, I can substitute it into this equation and 12 will equal 12. That's what we're doing. We're trying to find those answers to this equation. And we just found two answers. 0, 3, and 4, 0. Which is, we happy now, right? So we figured out that we can substitute in values to find missing pieces, right? Oh, you did? Oh my goodness, that's a long time. Now, we're going to have two equations, and we have to do the same thing. Instead of just putting in numbers, we got two equations. How are we going to solve two equations to figure it out? So we got two equations we need to solve for, right? Two of them. Not just one, but two. We got two. We have 2x plus y is equal to 10. Then we have x is equal to y plus 2. I have a lot of variables up here, and I need to find the answer for all of them. For all of them. What am I going to do? Thank you, Pineapple. Hey, Curly Head. Brooke said, let me write this down. Sabrina, if it was so easy, I wish we could just substitute in 0. That would be like, that would make the world just easy. You know what I'm saying? Jojo, you put y plus 2 in the x. Yes, for the x. Hey, Hannah. Hi, Sweet Cakes. You can use Brandon. We're going to use substitution. Yep, because that's the easiest thing to use right now is going to be substitution. Very good. So I remember our whole entire purpose, we're still trying to figure out what x is equal to and what y is equal to. That's our goal is to get a point. Okay? Our whole goal is to get a point that works. We are going to use the substitution method, and I actually have this on my page, right? We're going to use the substitution method. We're going to take all of this information that's equal to x and substitute it in for x. Okay? We're going to substitute it in for x. Right? Yep. What values of x and y make the equation true? Absolutely. Who is Umar Ali? I don't even know who that is. So I'm going to say 2 times y plus 2 plus y is equal to 10. Okay? I'm substituting the information that I have found is equal to x in for x. Now I have one variable to solve for. I have one variable to solve for, which makes my life so easy. I'm going to distribute 2y plus 4 plus y is equal to 10. 2y and y is 3y plus 4 is equal to 10. Minus 4. 3y is equal to 6. Divide by 3. Y is equal to 2. So I found part of my solution, and it's telling me that y is equal to 2. Now I just need to figure out what my x is equal to. Very good, Henry. I like elimination method as well. I love the elimination method. One of my favorite methods. Iggy, I have some factoring polynomials on my page. Hey, Donetta. All right. So now I'm going to take this part of my equation. Remember how we had at the beginning when it was just one equation and we were trying to find values, we were substituting in numbers to solve for the other part, right? I got 3y because I combined 2y and y, and that gave me 3y. You said, can you explain the 2y plus 4y? Oh, the distribution. So I did 2 times y, then I did 2 times 2. 2 times y, then 2 times 2 gave me 4. Then this y drops down, and that's equal to 10. Is that what you said, Gabrielle? I do online tutor. Yes, I do. So now we're going to put that 2 back up here and solve for x. X is equal to 2 plus 2. X is equal to 4. We have now found a solution that answers both of these equations, which is 4, 2. There's an invisible one. Yes, Gabriella. There's an invisible one in front of the y. Yes. Yes. Hey, Shy. Yes. That's it. So that's the answer. We all done, right? That's it. We finished. We made it to the end. We just had to figure out how to get there. He's like, what's the next step? That's it. Let's do another one. That's it. You was sweating. Don't sweat. Substitution method, it's not bad, y'all. It's not bad. You just have to figure out what's going on. All right, so let's say this one is 5x minus y is equal to negative 2. Y is equal to 3x. So our goal is to find numbers for x and y that solve both equations, okay? Which one makes both equations true? Which one? We have to find numbers that make both equations true. We're looking for the numbers that make both equations. Yes, Gabriella, it does. It absolutely does, thankfully. I need help with turning it and quadratic into vertex. DM me, because that right there, I have to think about it. I don't do those a lot. You know what? You need to get this book right here. It talks about the vertex form. I have everybody in here confused. We just trying to get through systems of equations tonight. Alright, so we're going to do the substitution method again. And we are now going to substitute in the information we have for y into our first equation. Oh, there goes Serene. Serene, why you don't start a channel so people can ask you questions? You so helpful. Look at Shy. They like, listen, nobody is trying to complete the square. That's why I don't do that. So we're going to take all this information and insert it into the y. So many people need you, Serene. So many people need you. We're going to substitute 3x into our top equation. So we have 5x minus 3x, because we're replacing the information that we have for y, is equal to -2. Now we're happy because we only have one variable to solve for, and it makes our life so much easier. Raha, you doing okay now? Lee Woo, I know Lee said she was struggling a minute ago. You okay, girl? You hanging in there? You back with me yet? So now I got 5 minus 3, which is 2x is equal to -2. Last step to get x by is, she said, don't do me like that. Divide by 2, x is equal to -1. Very good, Ashki. Yes, very good, everybody. Very good. So now we have half of our equation. What do we do to find the other half of our, half of our solution? What do we do to find the other half of our solution? What do we do now to figure out what y is equal to? Oh, this is very easy for you. Oh, very good. Replace the x with the negative, plug in the x. Very good. So let's go back up here. What equation am I going to plug it into? The first equation or the second equation? What equation should I plug it into? The first equation or the second equation? The second equation. Very good. So I'm going to take this -1. Y is equal to 3 times -1. And then that's going to give me y is equal to -3. So the answer for this system of equations is -1, -3. -1, -3. Very good, everybody. It doesn't matter, Shy. It doesn't matter which equation you plug it into. You can plug it into both of them. Yep, you can both. Hey, Sophia. You can plug it into both of them. Okay? Alright, so now we're still trying to find numbers that equal, hey Adrian, x and y. This is the elimination method. So now we're going to do the elimination method. The elimination method can be a little bit more work depending on what your, Gabriella said, wait, let me go get some paper. Okay. I'm going to start off really simple with this one. You did. Good job. Congratulations on getting 100. You got your paper? You welcome, Texas. Okay, here we go. Hey, JoJo. Thank you. All right, so here we go. For elimination method, what it's also called the addition method or the combination method, because you're literally going to add these two equations together to try to eliminate one of the variables, okay? When I add these two equations together, I'll get 2x, positive y and negative y cancel each other out to 0, is equal to 12. Now, once again, I only have one variable that I have. Yep, y is nothing right now, but we're going to go back into solve for it in just a second. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 6. So I have part of my solution, which is x is equal to 6. Now what am I going to do to find the rest of the solution? I did. Each one of these has a 1 in front of it. We understand it's there. We just don't write it. So now I need to go back and find the other part. So I'm going to go plug it back into either one of these equations. It doesn't matter which one you plug it into. Just plug it in. I'm going to go ahead and plug this into, I like positive numbers. So I'm going to use equation 1. So x plus y is equal to 7. 6 plus y is equal to 7. Minus 6 on both sides. Y is equal to 1. So my answer is 6, 1. I don't know what y'all talking about. I can't do decomposition. Good job, Olivia. Very good. Thank y'all for helping each other in the comments. Alright, so that's pretty much what we got going on. We're going to add the two equations together to try to, thank you, JoJo, to try to get rid of one of the variables. What does that look like whenever we do not have just a simple addition or subtraction? Hey, Shaprisa. Good, Gabriella. We're going to switch it up in a minute, though, because I wanted you to gain an understanding of what, how this works. We're going to add now negative 2x plus y is equal to 2. Negative x plus 3y is equal to negative 4. Remember, we are going to combine these two equations together. Our whole entire purpose is to eliminate one variable so we can solve for the other one. Okay, so we're trying to combine these equations together to make one of these variables zero out. Oh, parabolas. I don't do a lot of parabolas. I wish I could. Oh, Serene said they could help with it. Okay. So right, when I add these together, Gabriella, is it going to make, are any of my variables going to go away? Let's see. Negative, negative, that's going to give me a negative 3x. Positive, positive, plus 4y equals negative 2. I'm supposed to get one variable left. Does this make my variables go away? No. So I have to do a little bit of extra work, okay? Before I can combine these equations together, I'm going to have to multiply one of these equations by a factor so that I can eliminate them, okay? Multiply Gracie, multiply the second one by a negative what? What are we going to multiply the second one by? Hey, Adrian, thank you for my dolphin. A negative what? What do we need? A negative 1. If I do a negative 1, though, is it going to make the y 0 or is it going to make the x 0? Remember, I'm trying to make a 0 pair. The second equation needs to be multiplied by a negative 2. Very good. Y'all, I got to go buy me some new markers because the struggle is real. So I'm going to multiply this second equation by a negative 2. Everything is going to get multiplied by a negative 2. Does everybody understand why we multiplying by a negative 2? Thank you, Adrian. Ah, not 55 roses. I love you, sir. Just love you to life. So, well, somebody wanted to do elimination. So, we're going to multiply this by -2 because what's -2 times -1 equal? What's -2 times -1 equal? What's -2 times -1 equal? A +2. And if I make this a positive 2x, when I add -2x and positive 2x, what does that equal? What is -2 and a positive 2 equal? A 0, right? If I do a -2 plus a +2, that equals what? Nope. A -2 and a positive 2 is equal to 0. And that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to make a 0, right? I'm trying to make a 0. Is that right? Oh, y'all could join. Y'all should ask. What does it say? I think explaining on TikTok comments. It is. That's why y'all should request to join so y'all can ask a question. I should have put my little people up there. Now, so since I'm going to make all of this, now I'm having a -2. So now I have a positive 2x minus 6y is equal to a positive 8. So now I have a new equation because I've increased this equation by a factor of -2. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Are y'all okay? Do y'all see what happened? Is everybody okay? Matthew said they brain hurt. It's okay. Olivia, you good? Valerie is good. Hey, Cinco. Okay, I got a couple people with me. Very good. Why did I multiply? Let's talk about it. Why did I multiply this equation? Everybody in the comments answer. Why did I multiply this equation by -2? Why did I multiply this equation by... Hey, yes, the you show. Yes. To get 0, to eliminate. Come on, y'all. Be smart. Y'all better go ahead and be smart. Let's go, math club. Let's go, math club. Let's go, math club. Very good. To get a 0. Yes, very good. In the comments. Go ahead. In the comments. Get smart with it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and move this equation down here so you can see it better. -2x plus y is equal to 2. Okay? Remember, this is equation 1. This is equation 2. I made a new equation 2. Are y'all following? Are y'all following? Did I write it wrong? No, we're good. Okay, ready? All right. Let's go ahead and add these two equations together. What happens when I have a -2 and a +2? What does that make? 0. So now I have -6 and +y, which is -5y is equal to 10. And what do I do to get this by itself? Very good, everybody. Very good, Carly. Thank you. Hey, I forgot. Hey, y'all. I forget how to say your name. Now I'm going to divide. Very good. Yay. By -5. Y is equal to -2. I did all of that to get -2. Perfect. Very good. Awesome. Now that I have -2, what do I need to do? Replace everything with the -2. Yep. Very good, Olivia. Very good. You can use any equation that you want to use. It don't matter. You could have used the equation that we made. It doesn't matter what you use. It really doesn't matter. So let's find out what x is equal to. Negative 2x minus 2 is equal to 2. Oh, that's a lot of 2's. My goodness. Add 2 to both sides. Negative 2x is equal to 4. Divide both sides by negative 2. X is equal again to negative 2. Let me make sure that's right. Yep. Negative 2, negative 2. Negative 2, negative 2. We got the answer right. Gabriella, so the 3 ways that you can solve the system of equations is to eliminate it, substitute it, or graph it. Yep. Have a good night at work, Adrian. Bye. Thank you for coming to kick it with me. Thank you. So I'm going to tell you, elimination is actually my favorite method, but you have to understand making a zero pair. Yes, Gabriella, the answer is 2, negative 2. Hey, elementary algebra nerds. The difference between elimination is that you are trying to eliminate one of the variables. Substitution means you're going to replace one equation with the other equation. You said you like substitution? And if I solve it fast without anybody like having to stop and teach, it probably may make more sense. I personally, this is my favorite method. I don't like substitution method, but it's because that's how my brain is wired. Because I can look at it and say, oh, multiply that, add it, subtract it, divide it, flip it, we done. You know? But it can be difficult if you're not used to creating those equations, equivalent equations. And see, Javi, I don't like substitution method. I do not like it at all. I don't like it at all. No, it don't matter. Hey, Shaprice, I was wondering if you was in here. It don't matter which one you use. You just have to determine which one is going to be easier. Because if I look at an equation, and for instance, let me show y'all something. So let's say you want to do substitution method, right? And you get an equation that look like this. Alright. And y'all want to do substitution method on this one, right? You see all these numbers? Do that with substitution method. Personally, I know I can make this 15. All I got to do is multiply this by 3 and multiply that by 5. Do that with substitution. Texas talk about laugh out loud. Because it works, but you have to really know what you're doing. I can do it. You can do it too. Everybody can do it. But you just got to be careful. That's all. Do we get the same answer using the same method? Yep. It don't matter which method you use. Like, say, okay, so I'm going to give you one, and you're going to do the substitution method, and I'm going to do the elimination method. We should get the same exact answer, okay? But I'm not going to do one this hard. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up having some fractions that you have to use. Hey, Christian. Two-step inequalities, I have them solved somewhere, but I don't know. So I'm going to do a problem. You're going to do elimination. But tell me, would that be easy doing substitution? Would that be easy doing the substitution method? It is. Long as you know how to do that fraction, you straight. But you got to know how to do that fraction, though. So once you it's easy. It's not bad. All right. So I'm going to give you one, and I want you to do the substitution method, and I'm going to do the elimination method, okay? So let's find one, and I'm going to let you do the substitution method, and I'm going to do the elimination method. All right, so do this one using the substitution method. Okay, so you're gonna do this one and I'm gonna do the other one. Okay? If you change them into the decimals, sometimes you can change them into decimals. No, it's not gonna be hard. Thank you, Olivia. Alright, so you do the substitution method. I'm gonna do the elimination method, okay? Christian, just work with us. You came in, I think you just came in. We're looking for X and Y. We're looking for both of them. But I'm going to solve it one way and you solve it the other way. Hey, Cam. What's up? All right, here we go. Oh, did I do that right? Oh, 6Y. Oh, yeah. You talking about you so quiet? Oh, because I'm over here concentrating, girl. I'm over here concentrating. Sharice is talking about I'm so lost. I was letting them do one way and I'm doing it the other way. I'm doing it one way and they're doing it the other way. Yeah, they're doing it one way and I'm doing it the other way. Girl, look, I need a new marker, honey. Who said I was doing it wrong? Gabriella said, you need a calculator. Why? What's the matter? Hey, Lex, what's up? Okay, let me do 15 and 9 would be 10. So that's going to give me 6. Did you get the same answer I got? Girl, I was concentrating. I had to concentrate. What did she ask for? Oh, factor Christian. You welcome. I got factoring on my YouTube page. I did factoring. When did we do factoring, y'all? Like 2-3 days ago? No, I solved for -3, Zion. I solved for -3. Texas, how was that? Did you get the same answer? Okay, you welcome. You got it? So that's all I say. We should get the same answer. We should get the same answer no matter what. Yeah, I gave you an easy one for your substitution problem. I didn't want to do too much. I made it like that on purpose. I ain't want to do too much. I ain't want to do too much this first time. Yeah, I'll solve for -3 again. Good, Sarah. What'd you say, Gabriella? I told you I don't. Gabriella. Who gonna solve it doing the substitution method? I need y'all to get some whiteboards so y'all can show everybody how to do it. Josephine, I did factoring. It's on my page. It's cold up there for real? You know what? We got a cold front coming down here in Texas. It's gonna be cold tomorrow too. Y'all don't want these problems. I'm gonna make y'all do it. Nope. Okay, so here we go. 5x plus, and then I'm getting up off of here, y'all, equals -9, and then -2x plus y is equal to 8. Lee, you still in here? Yeah, I be having me trying to work too hard. So for who was asking, the way I did it was called the elimination method. I multiplied this first equation by -3 so I could get rid of this y. So my purpose is to eliminate. I know, right? She was in Milton, she a Floridian. My whole entire purpose was to try to eliminate this y variable by making it a 0 pair, because that's the only way we can make it go away. So I multiplied the top equation by the bottom equation by -3. And when I add these together, it makes it go away. Now somebody, hey Barine, cold in Texas by about 50 to, anything colder than 90 and 80 degrees. I'm cold. I get airish. Real quick. 50, honey, 70 is chill, is airish to me. 69. Anytime I hit a 60, I'm airish. I need a shawl. I need a jacket or a cardigan. I need a scarf, right? Something, baby. Don't play with me. A good scarf wrapped around my neck. Baby, -2 is ridiculous. No ma'am, that's freezing. And it's down from West Texas. I used to get snow and it'd be below 0, so Alright, so somebody asked me to do the substitution method. Who asked me to do that? Gabriella? You wanted me to do the substitution method? Look at y'all being at the same place. Who wanted me to do the substitution method? You still want me to do it, or did they leave? Because I'm not going to do it if you're not here. Oh, there she go. Oh, Gabriella. There you are. Because I was Zion too. I do both of them. So let me do substitution first. It's quick. Alright, so I'm going to add 2x to both sides. Add 2x to both sides. Y is equal to 2x plus 8. Because remember, we have to rearrange these equations so that the variable is by itself. So I'm going to take all this information right here and I'm going to put it up here in this top equation, right? So I'm going to rewrite my first equation with my second equation solved out. So I got 5x plus 3 times, remember I'm putting all of this information in, 2x plus 8 is equal to -9. Now I'm just going to simplify this so that I can get it down to one variable. Is that what y'all did? Oh, see, I be missing stuff when I had turned around. Oh, she's talking about, hey, what's up? I am someone. Hey. I want to learn how to do it at least once. Hey, Sal. Oh, not 3 variables. Nope, can't do that, Ella. Why you don't like sub? You see what happened when you got sub? It's not hard. She's about like elimination now. Stop it, Gabriella. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Alright, so we got 3. I got 5x plus 6x plus 3 times 8 is 24 is equal to -9. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. This is giving me 11x plus 24 is equal to -9. Minus 24 minus 24. 11x is equal to -33. Then you divide both sides by 11 and you get x is equal to -3. So same thing. Same thing happens. I do not like substitution method for nothing. You like elimination? And then, you know what we do? We just substitute the value back into there. Does that make sense? Do I need to finish the whole thing or are you good? Gabriella, make up your mind. Which one is it? You don't like it or not? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Sub is getting a bad rap. It's not bad. Use substitution method when it's good for you. I don't mind substitution method. It's just not my favorite. It's not my preference. It's not my preference. Is everybody good? Did y'all see how I got the -3 now? Everybody good? So that's what doing. I prefer the quickest way to get it done. There you go. And that's why it's good to know both methods, because substitution isn't always the best, and then elimination isn't always the best. You're welcome, Ella. It just depends, you know? So it's better to know which one, so you know, you can flippity-floppity. Somebody asked me to graph it. To be honest, I feel like I confuse you all more when I graph it because I don't have graph paper and I can't really show you how it goes. Everybody good? All hearts and mind clear? Looks like it. Are we good on the elimination method as well? Yes, Gabriella, go to Kuta. So I'm going to tell you to go here. They'll give you the worksheets and they'll give you the answers to the worksheets. Ooh, y'all, it's 9:16, honey. It's time to get off here. So KUTA software gives you any worksheet, not any, but these algebra worksheets. It has those, and it also has the answers to go with them. Khan Academy gives you practice problems and gives you the answers as well. Okay? We done. It's time to wrap it up. It's 9:16. I don't think they had. You know what? I don't know if they had medical math or not. It's only out.